Alright, it's currently 5 a.m. on a Tuesday. We're back in the UK. It's actually bright outside right now. I still haven't been to bed yet, so I'm gonna go and do that. But anyway, it is the start of a new week. It's been pretty slow today because we didn't get any new leads because Renee's out like an event in LA right now. So no new leads for the team right now. So we're just kind of chasing down people that are already in the pipeline and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, just really spent the day to focus on training up the team. Did a lot of team training. Did a lot of one-to-ones with the people. They seem to get a lot of value out of it, which is really good. And just spent some time doing a lot of admin, getting things sorted. And yeah, now it's pretty late. I promised myself this wouldn't really happen. But hey, we are what we are. I think what I gotta do is the next couple of days are probably gonna be late nights, and then I can kind of settle into the new routine of being back home again. There's no jet lag, which is good because, you know, like it's the same time, just in a different time zone. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm in Eastern time, it's midnight right now. If I'm in the UK, it's 5 a.m. If I'm in Peru, it's 11 p.m. It's all the same thing. So you get no jet lag, which is really good. But it is light outside. Again, it's better when it's light outside. It's not right. It's not right. There's something about me that's now trying to wake up, and it's like, no, I should be really tired. Like, I'm not tired at all right now, which is really not good. But anyway, plan for this week. Tomorrow and the next day are probably going to be a little bit slower again because, it's a bit dark. Yeah, a little bit slower because of no crazy amount of new leads or anything. So really just going to dial in with my agency stuff. Going to finish up all those videos. I did a lot on the flight the other day when I came back to the UK. But yeah, just going to then focus on training the team more, meeting with all the other people I didn't meet today. And yeah, just having a pretty productive week, not in the sense of closing lots of deals, but more so in the sense of just pushing a lot of other things along from an admin standpoint. So anyway, gonna dial it with that, and we'll see you later today. So see you in the video. Bro, webinars are actually so crazy. You can literally print cash in no time whatsoever. Like, we just made $20,000 in like 20 minutes, I think. Like, you can see like $20,000 right there. Anyway, it's currently Wednesday evening right now. It's been a pretty slow last couple of days in terms of we've had like no leads, so it's just been chasing up a few follow-ups, setting a few things in there, but really just doing a boatload of admin, right? We're going on a huge hiring spree in the next week. We've got some group interviews on Tuesday, which I'm going to be running, where we're going to be really bringing some new people onto the sales team. It's going to be really interesting. We're going to bring in a bunch of people, train them all up, see who performs the best, and really just, may the best win, really. We're looking to bring on, I don't know, honestly, anyone that performs, right? If we bring in like 20 people and like 5 of them are really solid, screw it, we'll probably just take on 5 people. But yeah, we're hiring only in Miami, which is kind of cool. But people can relocate. They got like a month to relocate. But yeah, that is kind of the situation. So just gonna wrap up this evening. It's currently it's currently 3 a.m. in the morning on Thursday. But we've got a team meeting coming up here in probably around 30 minutes time. That will probably last about 45 minutes. So we'll try and get to bed by about 5 a.m. at the latest. Got some end of day stuff to sort out too. So yeah, it's just kind of a long one when it comes down to, being back in the UK. But hey, it's doable. It's got to be done. But I guess from their perspective, a lot of people haven't already paid.
I literally sent the video saying the exact same thing, so I'm happy we're on the same page.
It's just like the easiest thing, but I know why they don't do it, because it's like a lot of people won't have an upsell offer. But a lot of people do.
They find every single lead in their CRM before they call them. I know why they're doing it. You won't see me fall. Ready, Giles? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Nothing beats a Jet 2.
Because I wasn't scared to eat shit over and over and over and over again, and I wasn't scared to prove myself. not the right handshake that's gonna get you where you're.
This John Mark Stevenson guy is fucking fire. The content he makes is so good. I've been watching his stuff for a little while now. It's just a subtle reminder that, because right now it's Saturday evening, well technically like 5 a.m. on Sunday morning. You can see the lights actually creeping up a bit here. Normally, I would sit down and think, okay, cool, tomorrow I'm gonna, take a bit more of a chill day. Tomorrow I'm gonna, sure, there's no calls, it's a chill day, I made $800 today, so it's fine, I can relax, I can chill. But when you watch shit like that, it's like, when there's people out here that are my age, younger than me, making 50k in a day, and they're not even doing it for the money. That's the thing, they're not even doing it for the money, they're not even doing it for the things that the money can buy, or the things that money can do. Like, he's doing it because he wants to just become a better person. Like, that's something that's, like, to be reckoned with. And when that's the competition, there's no way that I can chill on a Sunday. It's just not possible. So I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning early, I'm gonna hit the gym, and I'm gonna grind out 12 hours of work. Because I've got goals that I wanna hit, I got dreams I wanna go and achieve, and those things aren't gonna happen unless I go and do the work to go and make them happen. It's just a subtle reminder that just making 10, 15k in a month is just nothing. It's just not even anything to be proud of. And sure, you can sit here and say, oh, I've come a long way, and sure. But any of those people that are convincing you the whole time, and if you're in a position where you're making 10k a month, 15k a month, whatever it is, maybe you're making 100k a month and you still feel the same way. But if you just listen to those voices that say you're enough, you're good enough, and everything else, then what's the point? You're not going to grow. And I think anyone who thinks that way is fundamentally, like, kind of screwed. Otherwise, you're just never going to progress. So anyway, last couple of days have been, I don't know, I would have said before, I kind of had that reminder in that video. I don't want to say before I watched the video because I still knew all that stuff was true anyway. Oh, there's a spider on my camera. Yeah, like, I don't want to sit here and say, try and read the spider. I don't want to sit here and say, like, before I watched that video, as in, like, that video has, like, changed my life or something, but it's good to have a reminder. There's a very wise saying, a quote, I can't remember exactly where it's from. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like, it goes like this. It's like, we have to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And it's so true. Like, hearing these things, because I would have said, oh yeah, I made $800 today, not a bad day. But it's like, is that really a good day? Is it really? Sure, it's not bad. But, like, it could be a whole lot more too. So anyway, on that note, it's currently 5 a.m. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Back in the UK, obviously, you know the drill with the time zones. You can see the lights starting to creep in. I actually just bought some new eye masks, so I'm gonna try these out, like sleeping eye mask things to help you go into bed, because I don't have any like proper like curtains in my room. So we're selling the house too, so there's no point like kind of doing all that. I bought these off of Amazon, along with a few new t-shirts too. These are some new t-shirts that I just got. They're a really nice cut. Like, I really like them. They're actually really good. It's like £30 for like 5 t-shirts. It's crazy. I also got this book too, Transcending the Levels of Consciousness, which I've heard is a really good read. So anyway, I got that. But these eye masks are crazy. So sleep masks, what are they called? Anyway, we're going to try them out tonight, see if that makes a difference. I'm sure it will. Get some good rest. Wake up at 12 tomorrow, midday. Just get 8 hours. It's the one day of the week I really get to do it. Wake up at 12. Straight to the gym. Back from the gym by 2. And I'm just gonna crank out work. Like 12 hours of work, why not? Sometimes it's good just to take 10 minutes to just unwind. Whether it's 5 a.m. in the morning or whatever time it is, just unwind every now and again and just appreciate. And this is one thing I've learned to do, is appreciate life a bit more, appreciate the things that I have a bit more. Because I'm in the position where I wanted to be a year ago from today. I've achieved so far the things that I set out to do. And now there's just a new mountain to climb. And I've been staying at this kind of level for a long time. When I say a long time, I mean a few months. I've been making consistently. I've made like basically 10k a month every month this year or above. Which is where I wanted to be. I told myself I'd do it, and I did it. But now, there's a new mountain to climb. And to get to 100k a month, it's a big mountain, just in the same way that getting from 0 to 10k a month was a big mountain. And I just had to go back and remember the work that I did to get it to this point, and do it all over again. And just confronting reality and appreciating the work that I've done to get to this point today is a big part of that. But then also understanding the fact that I'm going to do that again, and that where I'm at is really nothing in the grand scheme of things is also important too. So you have to have gratitude for where you're at and how far you've come. But you also have to have the humility to understand that in the grand scheme of things, you're not really anywhere. Or in my case, I'm not really anywhere. And it's two forces that combine together to make something great. Anyway, it's all a big learning process. And I just want to look back on this video, the other videos I have, and just see my kind of thought process, my mindset. But I need to just be a whole lot more locked in with everything in my life. I think I'm on track to maybe do like 13, 14k this month. It should have been a lot more, but we had a really slow week last week. This week's picked up again though. Because what have we done this week? Today's been $800. Yesterday was like 150. The day before that was 800. Tomorrow shouldn't be anything crazy because we're just going to be focused on other work. On Sunday, I'm not really taking any calls. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay, it's Sunday. We're just sat down in the garden where we were yesterday in the evening. Well, at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Just got some food from the store to eat right now. Probably not the best food. It's like a meal deal, a Tesco meal deal. I don't know how many people are American that watch this, so I guess you guys don't have Tesco. But the meal deals in the UK are way better than the US. I'm not gonna lie. The sandwiches and the food you guys get over there is so bad. I've got a chicken gyros wrap, chicken salad, pretty basic stuff, but it's just like high protein, whatever. Couple little protein bars. There you go. An innocent smoothie. And one of these like healthy kind of energy drink things, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of like Red Bull and stuff like that. I don't think it's too healthy for you, but this is like some healthy shit we got. So that's what I'm gonna kind of dive into. I'm gonna watch some content as well, some valuable content from one of the programs that I'm in. Do some work whilst I'm doing all this. So we've had some good days this week for sure. And I'm the top performer on the team by a good margin, so it's always good to see, but there's always a lot of room for improvement. There's no point, just because you're above other people on the leaderboard doesn't mean you should slow down with what you're doing, right? If you take that approach and you know, decide that you're gonna, you know, take things a bit slower and be more chill and everything else, then that's not really a good mindset to have. If you always are waiting for someone to overtake you to win, then you're not going to get that far, right? You'll get into the lead and you'll always just be cycling between first and second. But you got to get to the point where you're in first. And one of my first mentors told me, so I posted a photo of the leaderboard once when I was in my like second month, you know, working with these guys, and I was actually on top of the leaderboard. And they were like, what are they saying? It was like, I was like, yeah, like I'm in first, like I just overtook everyone. And he was like, it's not good enough. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you should be doubling the guy in second. Like, you should be doubling that next person. And I was like, damn, okay. And I actually went and did it. So I doubled the guy in second for one of the first few days in the month, and that was kind of funny. It's like a full circle moment, but it's real though. If you are just relying on competition the whole time to push you forward, then, you know, and your competition is only extended out to the team that you're working with, then you can only ever be as good as your competition on the team. And if you want to become better than them, then you could have something else that drives you and something else to really push for. So don't just relate yourself and compare yourself to where you're at based on your team. There's a whole world out there. Alright, finished up all the food, drinks, all that's good. Just had an energy drink too. So it's got the energy now to push through this afternoon. What have we got going on? I got a bunch of content to go through. This is some stuff from the program that I'm in right now. And I got to go through this one kind of again. So we're an hour 14 right now, and we got to get up to 2 hours 58. It's a long video. Then this one, which is 2 hours. This one, which is 3 hours. 3, 4. So it's 5 hours there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11. 11 hours realistically, so I can probably get through most of this stuff today. And then, like, this is all like mindset stuff, right? So it's basically start off with this one here, which shows you the whole kind of intro to getting clients and how that all works. And the next part is the mindset module, which I'm not really a huge believer in. I wasn't really a huge believer in mindset stuff, but it's really, really powerful. Because if you know, throughout the whole program, he's been saying this, like, if you believe it's difficult to get clients, then you will manifest that and it will be difficult to get clients. But if you believe it's easy to get clients, like, you will make it easy to get clients. It's just how it works, right? Like, if you believe something's going to be really difficult and you fundamentally believe that, that's going to be the reality that you face. You know? So this is just really resetting that, certain parts of your brain to make sure that you're priming your brain in the way to make it most conducive to you getting clients. And it sounds a little bit wishy-washy, but it's really just boiled down to first principles, and everything he says is pretty much not even disputable because it's just facts of psychology and everything else. So it's not wishy-washy at all. It's really good. It's just long. But once I've done that, I've then got to build out the sales systems portion. I have been through the content already. I just got to adjust one of the parts of it for the new offer that I have. Finish up and then go into the outbound systems, which is where I actually start reaching out. So that's going to be the plan. I want to get through the rest of self-transcendence, which is the mindset portion today. and then sales systems, I can finish that up over the next couple of days. Like I said, there's very small amounts of work to do there because I've done most of it already. And then outbound systems, which is going to be the big part, which is actually implementing all these strategies, actually implementing all these outbound systems, and actually starting to reach out and land these clients. So that is going to be the plan. It's all taking a lot of time, but it's building a really, really solid foundation, which is the important thing. So anyway, I'm going to crack into that now, and we'll see you probably in a few hours' time. Alright, so again, I think I underestimated how long it would actually take to go through some of these videos, because what it's going through is not just, watching a video. It's more than that, and it's not just taking notes either, because obviously I knew I had to take notes on all this stuff, because what's the point in watching something if you're not going to take notes on it? That's a big problem with people watching YouTube is, you can watch all this content on YouTube, but if you don't apply any of it, and you don't actually write any of it down, you don't really learn any of it, and you're just procrastinating effectively. So obviously I'm taking notes, but there's so many action steps in each video too. For example, the one I've just been going through, there's literally a section there that says, sit down for 2 hours and think about this one thing. And I'm like, right, okay. Which is fine, because it's really valuable, but it just means that you can't get through the content. If the video is 3 hours, it's going to take about 6 or 7 hours to go through the content. I now have all the steps written down of basically the chain of action, or the action steps I actually have to do to make this work. So I can actually start attacking that, finish up the rest of these videos. I'm just putting away these cushions right now for the sofa outside. But yeah, just going to kind of finish those up, and then we should be good to go. But honestly, I think that's going to kind of wrap it for this video. I know I haven't recorded a whole lot this week. I'm going to try and make it more consistent next week, because being at home, I don't know what is about it. Sure, it's an excuse, but I don't feel like it's compelled to make content here. Once it's, I don't know, just being with like family and stuff like that, just kind of weird. I feel like getting the camera out a few times, but it is what it is. It's also less interesting than being in Peru. But what I think I might do is get some office space for next week, for like a month or something, for a good few weeks, just because I feel like having a space where I can really dedicate myself and just have zero distractions is really good. And it's probably going to cost me about £1,000 a month, but I feel like that's going to be worth it if I can really increase my input by a lot. Alright, put this big boy down. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it there. So if you like this sort of stuff, again, feel free to subscribe, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more of it, really see the journey coming along over the next few months, the next year or so. There's going to be a lot happening, a lot of progress. So I'm excited for the journey. Hopefully you are somewhat too. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.